So I just let my ASL friends know, my deaf friends know that I'm having a conversation here with JoJo this morning, but it will be in spoken English, and that I will work on getting captions for this live video, but also do a similar video with sign language as well. So hi everybody. Oh, am I able to do a screen share? I don't think I am I? I was kind of hoping I could do a screen share, but we're going to have to figure out how to make this work. In the meantime, my name is Jo Welch. Hi. From askjo.org. And the conversation I'm having this morning is with my friend JoJo. So there are three, Jo JoJo. So it's JO JoJo morning. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm JoJo. I live in Somerville, and I'm with Somerville Connects. It's a new podcast, but I'm here because I want to inquire how I can protect myself from identity theft. Our Social Security numbers are out everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
That's basically it in a nutshell.
So what we're going to do is we're going to watch a short video. I was hoping to do a screen share, but for some reason, I'm not able to do it in the interface the way it is. So I'm hoping this is going to work. I'm going to turn my camera around, and we're going to watch a short 1 minute and 30-second video, and it will be captioned. And then we're going to come back and continue to talk. So thank you if you're joining. Thank you for joining us. We're just going to keep on going. We're aiming for about 10 minutes. We said 5, but we like to talk. So,
come on.
All right, so now we're gonna watch this video. Let's see if I can be able to do it. Little awkward, I know. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start this. Boop, boop, boop. Where are you? Where are you, my little cursor? Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Yep, I see it there. Actually, let me do this first. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Every year, millions of people face legal and identity theft issues. You can take control of your legal rights and identity with
It's streaming.
It is. I didn't anticipate that. Let's see what's going on here. What's wrong? Let's go back. Do you need to buffer? Technical difficulties. You know how it is in the beautiful world of technology and social media. And the voice went away. Oh, there we go. I see what's going on.
Control of your legal rights and identity. Every year.
We're going to start this again. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for your patience.
No problem.
All right.
Every year, millions of people face legal and identity theft issues. You can take control of your legal rights and identity with
Oh, is it twice now? What's going on here?
a dedicated team of licensed private investigators are there at the touch of a button.
What is going on?
You can take proactive steps to protect your legal rights, such as having your rental agreement.
Yep.
Off the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Just bring
I'm going to
all
fix
of
it all up. All right. Take 3. Here we go. I'm going to see if I think I can do full screen now.
That's good.
And
Every year, millions of people face legal and identity theft issues. You can take control of your legal rights and identity with LegalShield and IDShield. As a LegalShield member, you'll have direct access to a dedicated law firm, so you can take proactive steps to protect your legal rights, such as having your rental agreement reviewed, your will prepared, and receiving legal guidance for things like a dispute with a neighbor or creditor. Your law firm can also write a letter or make a phone call on your behalf, and is even available 24/7 for emergency situations. And with the LegalShield mobile app, you can quickly call your law firm, access legal forms, upload your speeding ticket for review, and have your will prepared. With IDShield, your personal information will be monitored across the internet, including black market websites and government databases. We provide child, credit, and social media monitoring too. If any discrepancies with your identity are found, you'll receive an alert. You can use the IDShield mobile app to track your alerts and your credit score. If your identity's been stolen, a dedicated team of licensed private investigators are there at the touch of a button 24/7 to restore your identity. Get the legal and identity theft protection you need and deserve with LegalShield and IDShield.
All right. So thank you for watching. This has only been
Beautiful.
90 seconds. But what it does is it allows JoJo and I to have a conversation more about what's on her mind. So you just watched the video. What did you like about the video? What did you like from the content of the video?
Well, it kind of explains that there's options for you. There's the will. You have accessibility 24/7. If you need a lawyer, legal documents, which I was surprised to hear. It sounds like it's also another type of service to get legal help, which is good, and we all need legal help from time to time. It showed me more options.
Excellent. Wonderful. So thank you so much. I know folks are watching, and we are people who love to share information. The podcast Somerville Connects is all about meeting people who live here in Somerville, who have businesses in Somerville, and talking about our businesses, but also sharing information and building our network. I am a host for Twisted Networking, which is a joy here in, it's
Fabulous.
It's so fabulous.
Fabulous.
Founded out of Rhode Island, and so we're here for that. Once a month right now, I have it usually on the third Tuesday, so the next one's in March. But the goal here is to ask questions. So if someone does have a question, you're more than welcome to put that in. But right now I'm going to turn my conversation over here to JoJo, and we're going to talk a little bit about what she saw. So yes, you're right. And so the way I came into this was in 1997 was the first time I had a credit card breach. Mm-hmm. And at the time, this was before all of the multiple piles of papers that we get from all the credit card companies. Right. And so I didn't know what to do. And I spent my hard-earned time, my money, my calls, my everything trying to figure that out. And one of the things that you and I have talked about, and you can hear on Somerville Connects, is how credit card theft and identity theft are actually different. So your credit card is protected by the FDIC. And so therefore there's an insurance system included already to protect you, to protect the bank, and to make sure that those things are taken care of. However, when it comes to identity theft, it can include credit card theft, but it doesn't always. So for me, at first, it was credit card theft. I'm not sure why I keep saying debt. Maybe there's some subliminal message in there, but we'll talk about that another time. But credit card theft for me started just at that level where it got taken care of. But my social security number was stolen, and as a result, people started opening up accounts and doing things on my name.
And people are able to do that without showing a license?
Well, this is the thing. They have my information, so they're creating.
So they're doing this stuff over the phone.
They're doing this stuff across the board.
But you can't do it. Someone can't open up something unless they in person, because they want to see.
Right. So they're doing now, we have technology. So they're doing it on the phone. If they are doing anything in person, and this is the part about identity theft that people don't realize, is that by having your name, your birthday, your address, your social, I can open up a driver's license, medical records. Any one of you can in fact get arrested for something that's happening in your name that you don't know about. For me, I'm not sure how to describe it, but like the credit bureaus, which are a part of our American system and how we get approved to do things like buy a car, buy a house, get a job, is only one filter for a small percentage of things that are happening. It's only things that are happening that have to do with your credit, right? But driver's license, like I said, the examples I gave, driver's licenses, medical records, court proceedings, all those things have no filter. They don't have a bureau that are constantly filtering those. So while a lot of you, and I believe it, I believe that this woman is taking care of business. She's got her money in order. You know exactly where every penny is spent.
I do.
Right? But that's only a small percentage of the idea of identity theft.
Absolutely.
Right?
I'm vulnerable out there because your social security number is everywhere. And I'm not sure what people can do with your social security number.
So what can you do with your social security number?
What can I do? I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, you do. You got a driver's license. You bought a house. You signed up for credit. Right. It allows you to have access to certain things.
Well, it's funny that you say about credit because I tried to get a Macy's credit card, and they denied me. Macy's denied me. It's kind of like insane. And I said, why? I have fabulous credit, and their thing is because I do not have things where I pay them off every month.
Right.
I just pay my bills every month. So I don't have credit. I think I'm doing a good thing.
And that's an outside of this conversation.
Oh, it is.
Topic, which is about how do you, and this is about us as entrepreneurs, all of you as entrepreneurs, what are you doing with your business? How do you establish yourself as someone who is worthy to trust? And again, based on what the credit bureaus are saying, right? So not having enough of a credit history, even though you may have a lot of things that you've done, is part of that discussion. But that's not what this is about, right? So fortunately, it's not because someone stole your stuff.
No.
Whew. But the way this works together is the identity piece. So this is the story so two things that happened to me. The way these work together, because I did show you information about the legal side, is that I had gotten a credit card company sent me an email that said, thank you for the update on your address. Which, again, credit card, this is where things get a little sticky. Credit card have the FDIC for purchases and stuff. But someone contacted them and changed the address of one of my cards to send it to them in Orlando.
But don't they need to do...
What do they need? What do they need to be able to do that to
your social security number?
Bam. So that became an identity theft and a legal situation because they have my social. So for them to have changed it meant that that my identity was compromised.
Right.
So you can't think of them as one or the other. You have to think of them as both.
Okay. Another
example, and this is one that's told in our one of the stories in our company. This guy in Texas he lived in a small town in Texas. He knew everybody. He grew up there. He gets pulled over one night, and the cop says, "Oh, hey, what's going on?" He's like, "Yeah. You got to bust a taillight." And he's like, "Okay, great." He goes, "I need to just run your stuff," because, that's what they got to do, right? They got to do their job. Turns out he had felonies and he had warrants out for his arrest in multiple states. What would you do? What would you do if that was you? You get pulled over and they say, JoJo.
I would be freaking out. What do you mean? I haven't done anything.
And what would the police need to do at that moment when they say...
They need to arrest me.
Right?
They would need to arrest me.
So where would you spend the night?
I would spend the night in jail.
And then who would you call?
I would call my brother.
Right. Right?
I would say
I'm sure he's an amazing guy.
Yeah.
But he's
not a lawyer.
He's not the right tool for this job.
No, he's not.
Right? And so with LegalShield, this is what this guy did. He happened to be a LegalShield member, and he put out this story because it was just so amazing.
It is an amazing story.
So he gets pulled over. He sees this. He pulls out his phone, and our legal services have a 24/7 button for if you're getting detained, arrested, if they're trying to take your kids, something that's urgent and immediate. So he called them and said, they're trying to arrest me. There's all these warrants. This is not me. In 6 different states, mind you. Not like just here, but like, and clearly it was a case of identity theft. But the policeman couldn't have made that decision. They didn't have the authority to make that decision at that pullover moment. So he says, here's my attorney, because now he's got his attorney on his phone. He was able to go home and then address the whole situation. Because he had LegalShield and IDShield, it got resolved.
Now, how can the police officer trust what was on the other end of the phone?
He had an attorney on the other end. I'm sure he would have given, if he needed to, he could just call him back at a number. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
This company has been established in 1972. They have worked those details out. You're right. Like, why would you believe it's an attorney?
Right.
Hey,
Exactly.
I'm sure that there's ways to make sure that is valid, right? Fair question, but there's ways to make that valid. And you had said at the beginning, like, maybe when legal things happen, very often we can't predict when legal things happen. And as that we're not attorneys, we also don't know what a legal situation is, right? I don't know. Do you know what all legal situations are? I don't know what they all are.
No.
But what I get with having the membership is I get to call my lawyer every day if I want to. 2 times a day if I want to, and say, I need advice about this, I need advice about this, I need advice about this. So for me right now, in terms of the legal side, I have a timeshare that I want to get rid of. By the way, if you want a yellow week on the Cape, the week around Christmas time, I'm trying to sell it. but they're willing to buy it. They're willing to buy it back from me, which is awesome.
LegalShield's gonna buy
No. This is my world.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Yeah,
So the interaction with the company to
Sure.
say I would like the ability to sell it to back to them, and they're working it out with me. They sent me a contract because that's all included, but they didn't tell me how much it costs, like what was included in the price, what am I paying for,
Mhm.
and then they had errors on the deed. So the thing that they're sending me that I need to sign and give back to them had errors in it.
Oh,
So what would you do?
you
right?
call, you need a lawyer.
Well, what would you do? No, but then everybody thinks that way. They'd be like, well, I want to get rid of it. Sure, they sign it, they give it back, and so.
Well, not everybody. I wouldn't just
Right.
do that. Yeah.
But then, how much would you pay for that lawyer?
Well, depending on the lawyer, I'm not sure. It could be anywhere from $200 to $3,000.
Ask me how much I paid.
You didn't. Well, you pay every month,
I pay every month.
right?
And so what I was able to do was give them the documents. They read it over. We crafted a response that asked a few questions.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I did have, a lot of people know I had a loss in my family, in my music family, our partner and everything. So time has been untrackable for me for the last 6 weeks.
So did you sell your?
So,
timeshare?
wait, there's more. There's a little bit more because I unfortunately hit the timeline because I had lost track of time. They wanted certain actions to happen by a certain time. But because I have my attorney able to negotiate for me, not only did they send a letter, but they were able to, the company offered me an extension so that I could finish this process. And they're going to fix the errors in there, and I'm going to be able to take care of it. And it will cost me no additional money.
But will you be able to sell your timeshare?
Yes.
Did you sell your?
I will. This is all happening
Okay.
literally right now.
Right now, okay.
Because they gave me the extension, it means that I will be able to get rid of it.
Sure.
Again, if somebody is interested, it's a really affordable and it's awesome and it's lovely. I just don't happen to use it or have a need for it at that time frame. So I couldn't have managed all that. I don't think, I mean, maybe I could have been persuasive enough, but I didn't worry about it. I was grieving. I was having a hard time. I was able to call my attorney.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with those.
Well,
why
you
should
know,
you? You have the service and you use it.
exactly. Oh, sorry,
Got it.
folks. So
Okay.
you know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
there's so many things that this can offer
Mhm,
you. And so you do. It's a subscription like your Netflix, like Amazon Prime,
Mhm.
like, I mean, what are your subscriptions? HelloFresh, all
What-
those things.
What is HelloFresh?
Oh, that's a food one. We got to talk about that. So I love
I
HelloFresh.
love preparing my own food. So.
Oh, I know you do right now, but it still allows you to prepare.
No, it's not lousy. I love preparing my own food.
I didn't say lousy.
Oh, what'd you say? You said.
Oh, it allows you.
Oh, it allows you.
It allows.
Okay. Oh,
It allows you to prepare your own food. No. I know where you're at
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now, and she's got some amazing stuff to talk about her business, and we'll do that another time. But thank you so much for watching the video.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, I
sure.
think we can agree, and you guys can shout out. You can agree that it's clear that there's a value, a specific value that this
Absolutely.
has that can make an
Yes,
impact
there's a
in your
value
life.
if you have a need. There's always a value if you have a need.
I think the other way is that right now, especially with identity theft, it's no longer a need. It's like, what are you doing about this? What are you doing about this?
Well, I
for
think
yourself?
people need an extra layer of protection. When you use your credit card now, they now ask you for your social security number. I mean, your zip code. It's another layer. And I went, oh, that's fabulous. Because if your zip code doesn't match your credit card, then a lot of people, if they steal someone's credit card, they don't know the zip code.
Unfortunately, in the dark web, which exists, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't even know what the dark
Okay,
web
so
is.
if we know that the internet
Yeah.
exists and
Yes.
all the Googles and all the stuff on the top, there's actually a way to be online that has no supervision. It is
Oh.
literally the Wild West.
Oh.
And what's happening there is all that data. So like with the Equifax breach that happened 2 summers ago, or any of the breaches that are happening, right? So every time when you think, oh, I'm not going to use Macy's. Oh, this is the reminder, because we talk so much. We set a timer to make sure we would have enough
It's
time to
not
finish
happening.
everything. No, this is our 45. This is
Okay.
tells us we still have about 15 minutes left. Not with y'all, but between
Yeah,
us,
right.
it gives us about a 15-minute buffer. So every time you apply for a credit card, you put your social. So every time you see a credit card breach in those ways, like company-wide, it means that they have that data. The Equifax breach is that data. 150 million people were stolen from. So the word breach makes it seem like it's someone else's problem. It's
So
your
have
problem
all those
and my
people
problem.
been
Yeah, I'll show you, and I'll put up some links for y'all, for you guys, to take a look at where you can check if you've been breached.
Who is stealing these numbers, and what are they? Whatever they do, what are they doing? I mean, are they buying stuff? Are they buying homes? I mean,
they're getting arrested. They are opening up medical records and having surgeries. They're destroying people's children too. This is another big thing, is that they're taking kids' identities because no one's really tracking what's happening with you. You know, like my kid's 14. Like, they shouldn't have credit score. But what's happening is that they're getting them and doing all that kind of stuff, opening up small things, getting arrested, doing all this
What
stuff.
about people that are dead? People steal their identity.
I'm
like
sure.
I mean, there's a lot of shady stuff going on.
So much shady stuff going on. So the question is, how are you protecting your family? Where do you stand? JoJo, will you be signing up for the plan today?
I want to see the whole thing.
There we go. There's going to be more.
Yeah,
thank you guys so much for spending some time with us. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye for now.
I'll be adding links to this site very shortly. Thank you. And I'm going to technology looking for my cursor.